Hey Beans, it's Squidgies. So I have talked so much about the positives of the furry community growing, but a common issue I've heard has been that some furry conventions like Midway's Furfest have been getting a little bit too big. And it's totally understandable why this might discourage people from going to furcons, since more furries means there's a lot less space, furcons are harder to organise, and if you're a bit like me, then you're more likely to be at armpit height to a lot more musky furries.
When was the last time that you took a shower?
And this is a real shame because furcons have been such a big core of the furry community really since the beginning. And it would really suck if attendances started reducing just because they were so popular. And one of my favourite furry YouTubers of all time, Finn the Panther, actually covered this super well in a video and actually spoke about what furry conventions can and can't do to try and resolve this issue. So after this video, please check them out, I genuinely love their content. But I'm going to flip the topic and talk about how you, yes you, the fuzzbutt with the Luna fanart page bookmarked, how you can help keep this furry fandom furcon flame flourishing forever. But first, in the last video, I asked you guys what is something you wish you could tell yourself when you started being a furry, and you were all heckin' adorable. This time around, I want to ask you guys, what is your main Fursona's name, and why did you name them that? You know the deal by now, comment down below, I would love to hear them. Oh, woof! Volunteering. Okay, please keep with me with this one. I know the moment I say that word, people are instantly going to think like long and hard hours with like absolutely no reward. You could be like sitting at a desk all day and you're going to miss out on like all your furcon experience. But that's not the case when it comes to furcons, because when you sign up to volunteer at a furcon, you actually get to choose what kind of job you're wanting to do, one way or another. Don't believe me? Well, looking at Nordic FuzzCon, a personal favourite of mine, when you're checking out their volunteer page, there are so many different roles that you can choose from. Maybe you want to work with fursuit support and help set up and take down the fursuit lounge, as well as making sure that like fursuiters are happy and healthy. And honestly, this is such a great opportunity to make some fursuit friends. Or maybe you want to join the events crew, where you can see how a furcon runs from the inside as a communicator, or as an event handler, and being the one who like helps set up and run events, and maybe even get an opportunity to work closely with like VIP guests or key speakers at the con. Some furcons may also do what Further Confusion does, and ask you for what like skills and jobs you have like experience or interested in doing, and which you would like to completely avoid. That way they're able to give you a role that suits you best. And although some conventions might have like a minimum hour volunteering, you generally get a chance to work as much or as little as you would like. Some furcons do a gopher technique where you go to your furcon and if anything pops up, if they need a hand with anything, you pop up like a gopher. And that means that you can sign up to as many tasks as you want or as little tasks as you would like to do. And from what I've heard from individuals who have actually volunteered for furcons, more often than not, people are more likely to want to do more than the minimum hours. And it's not without its perks. For example, doing 8 hours of volunteering over 4 days at Further Confusion would give you the following rewards: a registration discount, access to a staff lounge, priority access to hotel reservations, priority seating at large events, and you will also have your breakfast, lunch and dinner paid for you in the staff only room. So volunteering what is about 2 hours a day, you can get your ticket much cheaper, you can choose what role you want to do, you get a free meal, and you get priority hotel tickets.
A blessing from the Lord. God be praised.
And the rewards keep pace with how many hours you are volunteering. Because keeping with Further Confusion, if you volunteer for 12 hours, so about 3 hours a day, you will get an additional tier 2 gift. And doing 18 hours, so about 4.5 hours a day, would give you all of the above, a tier 2 gift and a tier 3 gift. So it's less of a I'm giving up my furcon time to volunteer, and it's more like providing a different furcon experience whilst also still giving you about 12ish hours a day just to do like regular furry experiences. And that's only if you're doing the 18 plus hours. And it's also a perfect opportunity for anybody who genuinely enjoys being a furry to help contribute towards keeping this goofy little gathering tradition going, and maybe even passing on maybe even a better experience than you had when going to a FurCon. Because as I've said before, the furry community is growing and growing. And with more people exploring more local and up and coming FurCons, having enough volunteers to cope with this kind of intake is becoming more important to maximize the experience. So you could be making such a massive difference spreading the furry community to places that aren't really known for their furry community, like Scotland.
Scotland, you bastard! Scotland! 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 Freedom!
And if you're nervous about signing up alone, then maybe get a group of friends to apply with you. Yeah, I don't have any friends. I had to get me to do that. But who knows, maybe you'll get paired up with a friend during the con, which would further make the volunteering more like a hangout with the friend more than actual volunteering. If after all of this you still don't like the idea of volunteering, that's okay, you're not an asshole, believe me. But I hope it helps remind you that people running these FurCons are mostly volunteers. So if like an event or like the con schedule gets a little bit chaotic, then try and be as understanding as you can, and please be as respectful as you can with the FurCon hotel. Because if the furry community can start gathering a good reputation with the hotels we go to, then who knows, maybe we'll be able to start like moving to bigger locations, or we might get better deals on bigger hotels. Or spread FurCons to more places that have a growing furry community. Then the world! Oh, jeez. And that starts with the furries themselves. Anyway guys, thank you so much for getting this far into the video. I want to say a big thank you to my friend Chip, who actually helped me so much with this video. He honestly sent a massive novel of information he sent to me, so it was really appreciated. I honestly cannot thank you enough, Chip. And I know this is a little short video, but I just want to say how much I appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. I know we've actually just reached 2,700 subscribers, like when I'm uploading this, which is honestly amazing and terrifying at the same time. And I just want you guys to know that I want to make content that I find fun and stuff that you guys would enjoy too. So if there is any like topics, games, shows you want me to talk about, please post them down below. I'm looking to maybe see if I can talk a little bit more about Beastars, because by Jove, I can't believe I've gone this long on YouTube without talking about my actual furry origin story, Beastars. But anyway, if you guys remember anything from this video, remember that you mattered yesterday, you mattered today, and you mattered tomorrow, and I love every single one of you. Mwah!